Hey YouTube, got another review here. As you can see, we're going back to guns here. My last few reviews have been belts and holsters and a knife, so going back to my favorite toy, guns. I got me a rifle, obviously. This is a Howa 1500 with the Houge stock on it. I don't know if they make anything other than a Houge, but I got this as a graduation gift for myself for graduating college, just because I needed an excuse to buy a rifle, so I did it. Anyway, back on topic. This is a great gun. I got it in 308. Anyway, to new shooters, if you're watching this, any new shooters, everybody is always going to tell you go with a small caliber, and while that obviously has some intelligent suggestion to it, don't fear large calibers. This is the first rifle I've ever handled other than a shop while shopping for one. This is the first rifle I've shot ever. It's a 308 and it's definitely handleable. I mean, it recoils obviously, but it's not like holy shit, knocks me off the bench or anything like that. It doesn't even hurt. So if you can get a small caliber you practice on, but the reason I just went straight to the 308 is because I figured I could handle it, and I probably won't buy another rifle for a while, so I don't want to get like a 22 and then whatever. I wanted something that will be able to grow on, basically. I want to get into hunting. 22 wouldn't work for that. And 308, I like the caliber, I like the cartridge. Performance-wise, it's great caliber. Cartridge, sorry. So I can get hunting, long-range shooting if I want to get into that, or just target practice. It's just a great all-around cartridge, which is why I picked it. Because I won't be, pressured into, someday I want to go hunting, then I'm gonna have to get something bigger than 22. I already have it. So if that sounds like you, don't fear the big cartridge, I guess is the key here. I also had another friend who's not a gun person and never shot a rifle either, and neither one of us had any trouble with it. So anyway, on that note, let's go back to the gun. I'm sorry my camera angle is a little different here today. Usually I just have it, it's a webcam sitting on the top of my computer. Usually I just have it sitting on my footstool aimed at the floor, but since this is such a long gun compared to a pistol, I had to pick it up and put it on a bar stool. So I'm probably going to be in the picture, like my foot's probably in here right now. But I'll try to keep out as much as possible, but you're going to see me here. So anyway, for this, it is unloaded. You probably can't see it. I can. It's good. And that is a safe direction, kind of. I mean, I live in a condo building, so this damn thing will shoot through the whole entire building if it went off, but it is safe. So anyway, bolt handle, obviously. Safety's up here, all the way back, locks the bolt, locks the trigger. Middle, bolt is free, cycle, but the trigger will not fire. Front, obviously fire. The rail came with it. I'll talk about that in a little bit here. Trigger, I think it's set at 2.5, 3 pounds, something like that. Don't hold me to it. I'm just guessing. It is not a easily user adjusted. They recommend you take it to somebody who knows. I mean, I suppose if you know how to do it, do it. I don't mind the trigger. I think it's. I mean, I'm used to pistols, which are 5, 6 pounds, even single action. So this trigger is light for me. I might eventually want to adjust it down. Who knows? Ooh, let's not fuck up my scope. Holy cow. Okay. Obviously on the bottom, Howa floor plate. I'm not going to open that because I don't want to mess with it. There's a weird angle to do that. This is 308, holds 4+1 in here. On the bottom here we have swivel studs for a sling. The stock, I got black. I think it's available in like tan and green or something like that. This is the blue barrel. It's a 22-inch barrel. I think it comes in a stainless barrel. Don't hold me to that either. But I don't want a stainless barrel. I like the matte color of the blue barrel. The stock it's a Houge stock, like I said. It's like a rubberized coating on it, gives a good grip. Makes it feel a little bulkier, a little more stable than a lot of the plastic ones. Like I was looking at a Tikka. This feels more sturdy than a Tikka stock. I'm not saying Tikka's a bad gun or anything like that, but you know, just feels a little stronger. Free floated barrel, so I've heard. I believe the company says it is. I haven't tested it. According to other reviews I've read and seen, it is. So I'm not going to test it. I'll just take their word for it. This scope, well, actually, let's get to that now. I got this as the scoped package. I went to my. I didn't want the scope package because it comes with, well, this Nico Sterling Night Eater. If you're interested in this scope, I have for sale on eBay. Just so buy it from me, please. I don't want it. It is a 3.5 to 10 by 42 with the standard plex. It's a good sight. I mean, it's cheaper, but for a cheap set, it's good. It came with that on it. I didn't want that on it. I wanted a better scope, but they didn't. My gun store didn't have any without the scope on it, so I asked them, you know, can you get that for me? And they had the scope package listed at $500. He went and looked in the computer and he said that recently Howa has raised their prices, so just the gun without the scope was $550. I was like, well, that's a stupid price, so I just bought the scope package for $500, saved myself $50 that way, and bought this from him, the Nikon Buckmaster, 4.5 to 14 by 40 side focus mil dot reticle. Had the guy at the place take the Nico Sterling off and just kept the same rings and this rail that comes on it. I'm not sure if that's just with the scope package or what, but he just put the new scope on it and bore sighted and everything. I'm not like an optics expert or claim to know much about optics, really. That's actually the part that I got caught up the most on when looking at rifles, so I'm not going to go into that now, maybe later, but I like it. But anyway, so he just mounted that up for me, so this is not the scope that will come on it if you buy it, but I would recommend sticking it on anyway. So anyway, accuracy. Actually, let's go into something before accuracy. Ammo. Let's go in the order that I used them here. Okay, so the American Eagle here, the 150 grain full metal jacket boat tail. This ammo, first box I used, it was all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. I'd say maybe an 8-inch group. I didn't save the target at all. I'm not sure if I can say that it was the ammo or if it was the fact the barrel was new. I did clean it first, but it was still new, wasn't broken in, you know. I'm also a new shooter, you know, never shot a rifle, so I would say a lot of that probably played the role. This is also cheap ammo. It's the cheapest that I had at the store that I could see, I think. So I'm not going to say it's a bad ammo or inaccurate. I would just say I didn't have good results with it. Others may vary. I may give it another shot just because it's cheap, you know, now that it's broken in and all that. But for now, I'll say I was inaccurate with it. The next was the Winchester Power Max Bonded Super X 150 grain PHP, which stands for Protected Hollow Point. This was a little better. I would say maybe a 6-inch group. I was still a little all over the place with it. Again, don't know, new gun, new shooter, what. I'll hold my judgment on it. I did have better results than this, which makes me think it's probably me and the gun. You know, we're kind of working it to the center, you know, whatever. So again, I'll say mildly inaccurate for me. If I'll say this for all of this, if anybody's watching this and uses these in any guns, this gun or any other gun, leave a comment on your results. I mean, some people may say, oh no, it's great ammo. Maybe it is. If you tell me, I'll give it another shot and update you or something. But anyway,